Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening. Hello, my people, wonderful people. Najawash is back again. Today is the second episode of our show. How you guys doing? It's good to be here again. It's good to have everyone back on this show again. We can see we have our sister in the backstage now. I go blessing. We're going to bring her in soon. Yes, we are back again, like you all be waiting for this. We don't come. We will bring our sister in. Blessing. Hello, blessing. Good evening.
Good
How
evening,
you
sir.
doing?
I'm doing well, sir. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Good to have you on the show again. Yes, we are back again on our show. A lot of people have been clamoring, waiting for this day to come. So, how have you been? How's your week been?
It's been fine. We thank God. By the grace of God, we are well. Life is not too easy in Nigeria. At least we are aware of the increment in fuel price today to 170 naira. So what people are also not talking about is the electricity tariff. I recharged my meter today and I found out that the tariff has also been increased. So people are not talking about that yet, maybe because they've not noticed. So we thank God because having this air to breathe in a country like Nigeria is actually a blessing. So I'm doing very well.
Yeah, you're right. Having the air to breathe is a blessing, of course. And that's actually your name. So nice. I will, blessing. I wanted to introduce yourself again to our followers, make them for know who you be again.
Una good evening, una good afternoon, una good morning, depending on where Naija watch viewers dey watch us from now. Na me be Ago Blessing and I come from Edo State. I be Benin girl gangan Edo Pataki. So I wan use dis opportunity take thank Naija watch for giving me dis privilege and opportunity to dey dis program to still dey talk, and I wan still thank our pipu wey dey watch dis program because without una the program no go fit succeed. So thank you very much. Na me be dis. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you, Blessing, once again for joining the show. We thank you too. We are doing it together, just to put a smile on the face of our people in abroad and even in Nigeria, because this show is all about life in abroad. Tell us a story. It doesn't actually mean that there have to be people from in diaspora alone. Everybody have a story, depending on the location where you live. So, yes, before we get on, I can see that the governor was inaugurated yesterday. Congratulations to the governor of Edo State. What can you say about that? 2 minutes?
um the inauguration yesterday e sweet everybody for body well well, because few months ago the opposition party they were bragging that the governor is not going to be re-elected. But yesterday, the governor was inaugurated into the second term. So there was massive jubilation in Benin City yesterday. People were happy. People were glorifying God that at last the will of the people came to pass and not the will of some few individuals. So the inauguration itself was a huge success. So due to the COVID-19 pandemic,
Yeah,
because we're also scared that the second wave of COVID-19 should not hit us. So it's the reason they had to separate the venues for the inauguration. So every local government had a viewing center where they could view the inauguration. So at the stadium where the governor was inaugurated, it was a huge success, and we are all happy that all our efforts, everything that we all worked for, became a success yesterday.
wonderful. Once again, congratulations to His Excellency Governor Godwin Obaseki. Right, we have to move on right now. Yes, blessing. We have a few story. We received numerous reports from good people of Edo State who appreciate what we are doing here. You know, so yes, we are going to start with you. What can people actually learn from this our show?
From what people can do.
Do
Come
or
again,
learn
sir.
positive? What can people do or learn positively from this show?
Okay, from this show. Okay.
Yes.
This show, in fact, it's a one in all show. I want to assure our listeners and our viewers that if you follow up this program, we'll be able to expose you and take you through some entrepreneurial journey. You know, you're going to benefit by gaining some knowledge on some things that you can actually do, invest in, even while you're abroad and while you are back home, and you still be able to manage it even while your physical presence is not there, and you make a lot of money. And it's also a platform, as you already know, for you to share your stories of your experiences being abroad and even working with your family members and friends here in Nigeria. So when people share their experiences, those listening will also learn a thing or two from their experience. Maybe I share my story today and somebody intends embarking on a mission similar to this kind of story I shared. So the person will learn from my experience and better plan and organize his or herself on how to deal with his or her own situation. So this program, you're going to be learning a lot of things because we all need to help each other, assist each other to build ourselves and grow. So it's a good program, and I want to encourage you to stick to the program and always be on this program.
Right. The program is all about helping each other. I like that because we
Yes.
are here to push each other to talk about our past experiences so that others can learn not to fall a victim. You know, that's why we're doing this show. The show is all about um, being expressive, let others learn from your past mistakes. You know, like everyone will have a story to talk about. When you don't talk about it, um, your closest power might fall a victim. So that is why we are here. We have one person who sent us a story. We're going to elaborate on this story. You know, I'm not going to mention the name. Our brother from Urumi, you know, who married to a Yoruba lady, you know, they've been together for just 3 years. And now the mother-in-law came in because his wife gave birth since last year June. That's what he said, that he came in since last year June. He did everything. He worked so hard to make sure the visa and everything was granted to come and do Omubuo, you know, with cultural care here. Yes. But now the problem now is that the mother-in-law, okay, make I use pidgin for here. Wetin dey talk now be say mother-in-law no wan go back again to Nigeria. So since last year June, na mother-in-law come, and pikin wey mother-in-law come look after don pass 1 year old. No, mother-in-law now na e no gree go back. Mother-in-law now even dey plan how e wan take go do wetin dem dey call aduru for neighboring place wey I no wan mention but dem dey UK, but get where dem go dey do this aduru thing for here. I no wan talk am. So now the problem wey im dey talk for here now be say e say one, he no get private life to live anymore with him wife, you know, and him wife don change attitude ever since wey him mama don dey live with dem for house since last year June, you know. So whenever he go work, he come, sometimes him wife become a monster. He no know wetin he wan do again, whether make him go find, make him Because the question now, when you want to ask the public now, may you find work for outside the city where they stay, may you forget opportunity to go rent house for that side, because a house not they conducive for again. So Blessing, I don't know what you want to say about this, because we know that yes, many of us here who got married, you know, if we are privileged to bring our mother or our mother-in-law in to help in looking after the child, is a blessing. It's a good thing. But say mother-in-law can't come now, you know what, can't go back. You can't just sit down. And you know, I believe not everybody will like it when you have your mother-in-law, you'll pay your house 100%. You know, in fact, for 6 months, self, you know, easy. Talk, let's say, for the past a year plus. What can you say about that?
um wetin I get to talk about that issue, say na very sad situation somehow. You know say family matter, person get to dey very careful on how you go
Yes,
take chook mouth put. But from the way you take analyse the story, since no be wetin dem first agree put from the beginning say you wan come stay permanently, e no suppose come be like that. As she do the omugo finish, she suppose to come back to Nigeria. So maybe the abroad life don sweet am, na im make am come say e no wan go back again. So but the daughter so wey be dis our brother wife, na
yes,
her na the knife and the yam come dey. Dat your mama dey with you for you abroad now with your husband, you no suppose give your mama dat opportunity to come dey cause problem between you and your husband. Because if the brother no be good person, e no go allow im wife carry im mama come say e wan come do omugo. So the mama herself too
no, na
no
the man,
suppose
na
even
the
dey the
man.
house
Sorry
now,
for the
na im wahala
interruption.
come dey the house.
Now the man bring the mother-in-law come. Now he bring the wife mother come. Not be even the woman bring her come. For a short term, they take look after their newborn baby. May for return back home. Since June now, he not bring come out again.
Network bad there.
Okay, okay. We understand. That's Nigeria for you. Can you hear me now? Oh wow, the network is slow. Okay, Blessing. Can you hear me? Okay, go off and come back again. Okay. We are going to have Blessing back. As you all know that this is Nigeria. This is what we've been talking about for a while. That country, it get as it be. Nothing they work for there. Nothing they work for there. Trust me, nothing they work for there. If you're there abroad, you should be grateful to God that yes, you're there abroad, and that's why you must use the opportunity to utilize your money properly. In case say you go out tomorrow, you know, at least you don't you use your money plan well for yourself, you know, because nothing they work for there. To get a comfort in Nigeria, you must be able to provide all for yourself. We have Blessing back now. Blessing, can you hear me now? Wow, the network is bad
I
now.
can hear you, but still dey break.
Why now? Why today? Why? Huh? Okay. What do we do now? Can you still hear me? Still breaking. Now people, now see this situation what they for Nigeria. You know, just common internet, good internet they cannot give to us. Yes, I've been there, I know I be. You know, you have all the
Dis
money.
our Nigeria network
That's how it
get as
works.
e be.
Come back again,
The
come back
line
again.
just dey break.
Yeah, come back again. Okay? Blessing, switch off your phone and come back again. All right, my people, as you all can see, that's the situation in Nigeria. Not the work for there. You know, the network, yes, like some people saying here that Blessing talk. we can hear you. Yes, but the gap between she hearing me and we hearing her is just too long, so we're gonna let her come back again. Yes, like we were talking about the situation in Nigeria. I don't know how we want to do this matter, because any comfortable life you need to have there, you need to provide it for yourself. And the biggest problem we have there is that you have the money, you cannot get the service. Yes, you have the money, you cannot get the service. No good internet for Nigeria. Not be say the money to buy, and that be the problem of some people. In fact, 80% of Nigerians will prefer good internet. They will work hard to pay for it if the service is provided, but it's not there. So what are you gonna do? So we have Blessing back now. Let's see how it goes. Hello, Blessing. Can you hear me now? Oh, okay. Right. Can you hear me? You see now, a lot of people are not really happy with this network. You see, it's not something that we can do with our power. This is Nigeria for you. Um, and no censor. Nobody is censoring these things. Nobody is asking them. That the network provider, you guys are not doing well. You have been sanctioned or whatever. Nobody. The country is messed up. As we speak today, there's 100 or something naira for petrol as they talk. So nothing to work for there. Bless you, the hear us. Okay, bless you. You speak and let's
Nigeria
see.
network is something else, seriously.
You see. Yes, social network info. Yeah, you are right. May God help Nigeria, but God will God help us. Everything be our hand at the moment. Nothing they work for that
The
continent.
line dey
So
crack. I no dey hear you well. The line just dey crack.
not be our fault. I believe is your
Wow.
own. Is Nigeria fault there? Okay, what I want you to do, maybe you can change your location. Blessing, please change your location. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna remove you. You change your location, then you come back. Okay.
But I can hear you loud and clear now.
Okay, is it better now?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
I can
good,
hear
good,
you.
good. Okay, all right, good. Yes, we have our sister back Blessing. Right, like we were talking about, for some of you that just
Yes.
joining us, the situation here is one of our brother from a Edo State, to be precise, from Uromi cried out that he carry his wife mama come. Somebody's already calling into the show. Let's see who's calling in. 1 minute. Yeah, good evening. Where you calling from? Please turn down your system over there so we can hear you, sir. Where you calling from? Okay, sir. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
The problem there is that Nigeria of a team. The hardship in Nigeria is a disaster.
Yeah.
The man that invited the mother-in-law to Europe.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing to invite your mother-in-law to Europe to do a mugo,
Exactly.
so called.
Yeah.
But what the wife, that the wife of the man, have to know that this man satisfied because of the love he had for the family. That's why he invited her mother to do a mugo for them.
Yeah.
Instead of the woman, normally, if the woman is tired of going back to Africa, she will bring herself down to the man. Now, when the parents of that man are hearing this thing that he is doing, that the man is about to leave the home because of the mother-in-law, it's a big shame. I'm not advising him now to quit the woman because Nigeria it's a problem. Let them make peace together. I don't advise the woman able to come back to Nigeria. For me, on my own,
okay.
On my own, I don't advise her to come to Nigeria because the problem in Nigeria now is too big. Let the woman make peace and remain, not to come back to Nigeria. The fire in Nigeria is too much because the woman tested life in Europe. She don't want to go back. Let her make peace with her son-in-law. That's what my contribution to it.
Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, my brother.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Right. As you all can hear, that's our brother. You know, he just contributed to the situation of this mother-in-law where they carry come all the way from Nigeria. Say me can't look after baby where they born since June last year, 2019. Mama don't look after baby finish now. He say, you know, they go house again. Now the situation with this, so make una hold on. We'll have another call. Yeah, good evening. What's your name? Where you calling from? Please turn down your system over there.
Good evening. I'm Jerry. I'm calling from Germany.
Okay, sir. Go ahead, sir. What's your contribution?
Yeah, the situation is that everything relies on the woman hand. So, as far as the woman is there, everything that is happening there depends on the wife. So, it's the wife that engineer her mother to stay. So, the man don't have problem. So, if the man don't go back to work, now waiting the woman tell the mother, so you don't get anywhere with people. So, then make the woman sit there. You understand? So if the man want get this for the house, for me, if the woman don't want to come out, let her go find somewhere go rent her before they kill him. That's my only option. Because as far as the woman don't comply with the mother, as far as now mother, so there's nothing the man can do. So that's my only advice.
Yeah, the man is already planning to go rent a place by moving his job from one location to another. I don't want to mention the city. You know,
it's better, my brother. It's better.
Okay, you said it's better he move out of the house, right?
Exactly, because first is the woman mother, so the man don't have any option.
Okay, all right. Thank you, sir, for your contribution. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Wow. Blessing, can you hear that? Our caller said the man should move out of his own house, make him leave the house for mama and his wife, make the carry they go. What can you say about that?
If the man do like that, the marriage will just have issues. So if the man loves his wife and he said marriage is for better, for worse. So I think he should look for a way to resolve the issue with his mother-in-law, because that's the mother of his own wife. So he shouldn't move away. Even the idea is shared. If I heard you well when you first said city, so that he can relocate to a nearby city. He doesn't need to leave where he currently lives now because of his mother-in-law. He should just look for a way to live with them. That's just it. And he should be praying that there should be peace in the house. And he should always talk to his wife in an understanding manner, not in a rude manner, in a way that the wife will be on the same terms with him and understand his pains and his concerns. So he shouldn't leave the house, he shouldn't leave the marriage because of his mother-in-law. There is always a solution to every problem. So he should look for a way to work things out with his wife and his mother-in-law. That's what I have to say.
All right, guys. Some of you asking for the number. I'm sorry that we didn't put the number on the screen. It's right there right now. If you want to call in, I believe those that called earlier on, they already saved that number on their phone. Right. The situation where they are, so my brothers and sisters, and a very strong one. They say, "What you know, so you know, fit take." When you see person where they take them, you go respect them. You know, I believe many men not go fit take this while away. Our brother, where come from Muromi, they pass through. So. You know, yes, of course, everybody wants to be close to their mother-in-law. But your mother-in-law, if you stay 3 months or 4 months, you don't do. Pack your load, make you go back to Nigeria. You know, make I forget peace with my wife. Say you just come sit down, you don't want to come out again. That one be as it gets. You know, so now the situation where our brother pass through. Now it be that. But for me, like our sister said, blessing, if the man moved out of the house, obviously the marriage is going to be somehow dented because anything can happen. But our brother who called just now also said that it might be that it's the wife that is collaborating with the mother, with her mother against her husband, because she have the power to tell the mama, say, mommy, he don't do. Make you come out, make you they go. You know? Bless, are you there?
Yes, I did with you.
Oh, 1 minute. Let me address them. I have a call here. Hello? Yeah, we're on live. You want to contribute?
So the network bad.
Okay, it's put on speaker, right? Okay, then, good. All right. We have Mr. Stephen Remator here that want to contribute. Go ahead.
I don't know whether you dey hear me as I dey talk now.
Yes.
I know they hear you again.
Why? Okay, come back again, blessing. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, we can hear you.
If your son-in-law carry you come abroad, make you come do omugo
Yes.
for your pikin wey be im wife.
Yeah.
The law states that, or the law requires that when you don't spend the number of years, the months wey they give you, you need to return back. Now, two things dey involve. If you not go back, the man not fit bring anybody come Europe again for in life.
Exactly.
If you get mama we want bring come tomorrow now, mama no fit come again.
Mm-hmm.
The wife, my mother already cancelled that part, that area for the boy head. Number two, you also give this boy stress. The place like Italy, Spain, and Greece, now they do it. So if now those countries, now the boy if we invite a cousin, they will still give her the paper where you go take. So they also give another boy again another wahala.
Mm-hmm.
We can give am find am work, correct her contract, gonna do many things wey be say go give the man big stress. For me, I think say the woman will be the mother-in-law and the pikin need to understand how the role be. Make him mama return back. Make him pikin herself invite him mama come back first. The mama will stay with her pikin. Number three, now the boy ain't get house. Now you say you want to stay for Europe. Which person has to want to stay? Who want to feed you? Who want to take care of you? When we say not be the boy to make you stay behind. You just say a problem. The problem with that, we will not deceive her. There's no way we'll be saying the boy will stay. Mama will say make the boy they happy. Because now big wahala that they want to put this young man so. So my advice to this mother-in-law, so I beg, pack your load, return back to Nigeria, make your pikin by herself, bring you back. If it is easy, your pikin say it is easy to bring you back, you go home, make your pikin invite you come Europe. So I think you come, then your pikin go right out for you, go pay all your bills by herself. So make this man get peace.
Exactly.
Now that will be true, my brother. Yes, me go home. Make your pikin invite you come back. You know if you come to Europe, under me when bring you come. It not work like that.
And the painful part is that the painful part is that the wife is not doing anything to to help make mama for return. So it get as it be.
No, plan. The woman plan, the wife plan, and the mama plan and that one. I make I just tell you the truth. The woman not love the man from the beginning. That's because these girls with the married men because they either they get money or they get paper for Europe. Let the woman be. Just as we see men where they marry woman for paper, that's why they see woman where they marry man for paper or for money.
Yeah.
The love not did them.
Wow.
So she know that if the war reach war, he will collect the man house from the man. She knows the law. And it's the law that she understood. That's why she's doing what she's doing. She's already born for the man. By law, virtue of law, then the house will be taken from this young man.
All right.
For this man, we get his house, they can't get peace. Let me the problem, master. That's what I tell my own.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Stephen. We appreciate you. Thank you for calling into the show. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. Blessing, can you hear that?
Yes, I did. Was that Mr. Stephen?
Yes.
Wow, I heard his voice.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for calling in.
Exactly. You know, the situation where they grant, so it be as it gets, like I talked about before. Because I don't believe, I want to make women call into this matter now, because it be like saying only men they talk into this matter. I can't be like say women like the way it be, made their mama for just sit down like that, because for women, because now women they call into this show before, where don't concern mother-in-law now, all of them don't hide. My lovely women, make una call in, make una leave una opinion for this situation where we dey. So mother-in-law where they carry come, make come look after baby. You don't look after the baby where they born since June last year. Baby don't be a year plus now. They don't do baby first year birthday. Mama no gree come out again, and wife not they talk anything about the matter. So now the man is planning to move out of the house, but he confided that one in me. Say he want find work for neighboring place. So he go use that one, use style, take comot for that house. That means the man did not plan with his wife now saying he want go carry house. He not plan with his wife saying he want come out for the house. He want use style, take comot for the house. Good evening, sir. What's the name? Where you calling from? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, sir. Please turn down your system over there.
Hello.
Turn down your system.
Hello. It's a call from Manchester.
Okay, sir. Go ahead. What's your contribution? What's your name, sir?
My name is Mr. Jolly.
Okay, thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, this issue is not a new issue. It has been happening. You know, even when I was in Italy, this same issue occurred. You know, but to me, I think it's a very crucial thing to handle.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem lies on the woman, because
Okay.
she has to yes. She has to do everything, make sure she do everything to send her mother away in a diplomatic way, not in an arrogant way. Otherwise, the issue might be very, very difficult for her. You understand me? Because the man can never live comfortably. I know it's happened to every man. No man will accept a situation like this, because they said too much. Too much stay long in a visit doesn't miss any welcome anymore. You understand me?
Yeah.
So this woman, she has to find a way to leave them alone. Otherwise, the marriage is not going to last. Because as soon as this woman make a decision and go away from home, from that house, automatically that home is going to be broken. Take it or leave it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You understand me? Because there's no way they can. The man can be living outside and having a good relationship with the wife. You understand me? And the man cannot be living outside, and the woman and the mother will be staying at home.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be. It's not a good thing. So for me, I will expect the woman to talk to her mother. You understand me?
Yeah.
She has to talk to her mother and advise her, whatever she needs. The important to take her back to Nigeria and provide her, whatever she's going to need with. If it is food or whatever matters, then they have to promise and make sure they do it for her.
Yep.
The important thing, they have to leave. She has to leave the house. Because next time she wants to pay a visit, she can be allowed, she can be welcome. You understand me? So that is all I have for the contribution, my gentleman.
Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate this, your contribution. Take care, sir. Have a good evening, sir.
Thank God. Okay.
Yes, sir. Wow. Blessing, you can are you there with us? Can you hear me?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Yes, I can hear you loud
Your
and
internet
clear.
is very good now, thank God. All right.
Yes.
All right. There's some question from the comment section where some people, I like that. They say the woman not get husband, may go back, go meet her husband. That one I don't
Exactly.
know. I didn't ask any question on that, and not talk go that area. So that's a very vital question. Blessing, what can you say so far?
What I can say is this. I heard some part of what Sir Stephen Ramato said, that is a game plan between his wife and the wife's mother. So I don't know if that's probably true, and I hope it is not true. But the right thing to still do is for the man to look for a way to settle with his wife and his mother. Let them have an understanding. Because I am a woman. If I don't have any bad intention,
Yeah.
and my wife, my mom, I bring my mom down to abroad to take care of my child for me, and my mom decide to stay, I would want to keep my mom. I wouldn't want to bring her back to Nigeria. But if my husband is not happy about it, what I would do as a wife is to try to make my husband understand and come in terms with my decision.
Turn down
So that is, I think that is where the wife is lacking. So I understand her feeling like, oh, she doesn't want her mother to go back
all
to
right. Hold on.
Nigeria.
Hold on 1 minute. Okay, go ahead,
Okay,
Blessing.
okay, I understand that she doesn't want her mother to go back to Nigeria. So, but the husband, the guy who sent in this story, should look for a way to settle this between his wife and his mom. Because if care is not taken, that marriage, they will go their separate ways. So he should learn to live with his wife and his wife mother.
Okay.
That's the honest advice I have.
We have a caller here. Sir, where you calling from and what's your name?
Charlie, please, calling from United Kingdom.
Okay, sir, go ahead for your contribution.
Thank you very much, Nigeria.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, it's very common these days amongst mother-in-law. I think about a few months ago, we had some issues that led to a very severe issues that wasn't so encouraging. But the only point I'm trying to highlight here is, did you know if it was the other way around, like if the mother-in-law was the mother of the male side of it, it would have been in her in that house.
Mm-hmm.
But now is the case the other way. The ladies try to kind of cover it up, like try to amend and live with it. But if it was the other way, it would have been a hell. So mother-in-law actually should be ashamed of themselves sometimes. We have always have issues where your children gave birth, you went to go and support them, even right back in the village, go to town, even in Lagos and other cities, wherever. A minimum of 14 days, 1 month, that is always the case. Then you go back. You can often go as often as you wish. But these days, you see mother-in-law staying years in abroad. First, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's cold in abroad, but you bear it all. You're not contributing, but still, when there is issues in the home, you cannot settle it out. Sometimes you take side. And is that supposed to be a role of a mother-in-law? So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate your call. Thank you, sir. Right. Blessing the situation. If like say, like I said it before, our women not call it all this matter. It'll be like say the plan they get away they plan this matter. So they're not talking to this matter because only men they call in since. And but like you said, Blessing, if the man leave the house, the marriage might crash. Which I agree, the marriage might crash. But the man is planning to leave the house, but he never tell the wife, because what he told me is that you know, he's planning to look for a job in a neighboring place, you know, and so he cannot use the opportunity to say that I'm working in a far distance. Now you will now be spending more time there. Yes, like what you said, Blessing, I believe the marriage will crash when it comes to that, because the man might start seeing someone else or anything might happen. But in the other way around, if a woman doesn't want to lose her husband, why can't you do something about this? I don't know.
Exactly. That's where I fought the woman, the wife. Because if she loves her husband and respects her husband, her husband had already said he's not comfortable with his mother-in-law in the house. She should go back to Nigeria. If she still have her husband here, she should come back. Look at what one caller said now, that there will be code. She will be bearing the code. What for? Because she want to live abroad. And
You're freezing. Okay. Blessing, we lost you there again due to Nigerian network. So my people, as you all can see, okay,
so
Blessing.
that she,
Okay,
yes,
we
I'm
have.
back.
Okay, yes, go ahead.
So that there will be peace in the house. I'm saying that if you look at it the other way around, the mother-in-law should leave that house, because a man, they say, is the head of the house. If the wife actually loves and respects her husband, if her husband says that he's not comfortable with his mother-in-law in the house, there is no need for the wife to be keeping her mother in that house. So she should make arrangements for her mother to go to another city rather than causing issues in the house. So, but like what the guy already have planned out, that he wants to go to another city to work. Well, if the mother-in-law is not ready to leave, his wife is not ready to ask her mom to leave, and the guy himself is not ready to live with the both of them in the same house, I will support him to go to another city and get a job. But let's just hope that some other things don't lead to other things that might end up destroying that family.
Yes, yes, you're right. It looks like the marriage is already getting to that point, because this person sent us a message and he actually talked to me as well verbally. You know, the way he was talking, he was not happy at all. You know, he was not happy. He said that he doesn't have his privacy anymore. And whenever he comes back from work, his wife doesn't spend time with him. And even though they are together, his mother and our mother always there. You know, so because of that, he doesn't have the opportunity to actually, you know, express himself with his wife how it used to be. And the wife seems to be very happy with the way things are, even when she's not saying it, but she's not complaining either. So the man has said, okay, you want just kukuma go find work for another city. Then if I use that opportunity to take come up for the house, if now weekend you come to see them, Monday to Friday, go day where in the work. So he's actually listening because he wanted public opinion, you know, Naime can bring this matter to us. So yes, Blessing, what we need to move on from this issue right now,
Yes.
because yes, we need to move on from this issue. Like we're talking about, a lot of people called us during the weekend and the weekday after our episode 1 that yes, they are passing through different things and all that, but most of them were not being specific. They were just being thankful. Thank you, Niger Wash, for what you are doing for this program and all that, you know. And you know, one particular woman who called that, you know, she's getting old and she want to move back home. To even move back home, she don't know how to move back home because the stress our family put her through during the years. She don't even know who to trust by moving back to Nigeria. You know, she cannot move back to Nigeria and start it all over by herself because she don't have anybody to trust. She's just alone. In fact, she used some very touchy words by saying that this life safe, it doesn't worth it living when you don't have those who really, really genuinely love you. So for me, I understand that many of us have been hurt by our family, but for me, I don't think it worth it giving up easily because you've been previously hurt by one or two persons from your family. You can still meet family on the streets. You can make stranger to become your family. Yes, depend. So I don't know. Just this program we brought it in for that so that many others can call, tell us your story. Like this guy complained about his own wife, and mother-in-law. Tell us so that others can learn. We are not saying don't bring, make una not bring una mother-in-law come abroad again. That's not what we are saying. Because one man's food is another's
Another
poison, like
man's
they say.
poison.
Yes, so we are not here to advocate for anybody. May not carry your mother-in-law come. Everybody have the kind of relationship you have with your mother-in-law. A lot of people, a lot of men might even call in and say, "Yes, I love my mother-in-law so much because she's like a mother to me." So everybody, not all mothers or mother-in-law are greedy. Because for me, what I see into this matter is like, one, somebody said the woman doesn't love the man. Yes, I think that is true. Because if you love your husband, you are going to work out how you can have time with your husband rather than your mother being between you and your husband. Yes, somebody said, Blessing, can I still contribute? Yes, if you want to contribute, um, yes, please call into the show or join by the link provided on the comment section. Sosa Atamere, please, Otamere, sorry if I didn't pronounce the surname well. Yes, Otamere, you can join in. There's a link on the comment section there. Join in or call into our number. There's a number provided earlier on. Let me put it on the screen again, where you can contribute into the show. Of course, the show is for everyone. It's not just for me and Blessing. The show is for all of us, where we can, express what we are passing through. Tell us anything you are passing through. If you don't want your face to be shown, just call in. If you don't want people to know your voice, send us a message on our WhatsApp. This number on the screen there, we've got a WhatsApp there. Send us a message there or send us an email. Our email is also there, which I'm going to put on the screen right now. That's our email there. You can send us an email as well to tell us what you're passing through so that others can learn. Blessing, your turn. What do you have to say?
Okay. Um, about that woman now, you just told us a story that wants to relocate back home, but she doesn't even know where to start from. During this week, Mr. Stephen Eramatol, man, Stephen Eramatol,
Yeah.
sent Apostle Alfred to one hospital in Benin here. In fact, when
Yes.
I was watching that video, I was just shedding tears watching that video because even our general hospital here in the heart of the city does not have the kind of equipment that I saw
Yeah.
in that hospital. So,
Mhm.
and those couples that invested in that hospital, they definitely have family members in Benin here who could not stand in the gap for them to ensure that that business is a success. It's quite a sad reality. We'll continue to talk about these issues because those of us back home, we know what we are going through. We know the hardship we are going through. And we are also the cause of our own problem because when our friends and our family members try to do some things back home, it always does not end well. I've also had my own share of these issues. Like the last time I said, some challenges might just occur that will make things go bad. But when things keep repeating itself over and over again, that's not a good thing. It's definitely a bad thing. So, what I have to say about this generally, I will continue to
Where you
encourage
calling
us.
from and what's your name? Please turn down your system over there. All right. Okay. Yes. Thank you, madam.
Hello?
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead, madam. Sorry, Blessing.
Yeah, I just sent a message that I would like to contribute because I just came in.
Yeah, we saw it. Yes. Go ahead. Where you calling from?
What I met with when I came, you were saying women are not contributing.
Yes.
It's their matter. So that just drew my attention to this. What you are saying.
Thank you, madam.
So in that regard, so I took my time to listen to what you were discussing about the woman refusing to go back.
Exactly.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So my take on this is this: what affects one affects other.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I'm saying it is this: if it was the man mother that came for Mugo, maybe under 3 months or 4 months, she will be asked to go back.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
But now is the mother, just like the woman mother that is doing Omugo. Because of the sweetness and the enjoyment in abroad, she don't want to go back.
Yeah.
And the daughter should know quite all right. In here, if you are in abroad, there are rules. The one room is meant for husband and wife.
Yes.
If you are a boy, a room is meant for you. If you are a girl, a room is meant for you. So where is the mother-in-law now sleeping? The woman should think if maybe the mother overstayed, might separate them. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And it will make the children uncomfortable in their home, in their rooms.
Yeah.
Or there is no privacy anymore. It's time for her to go. It's not about coming. And number two, if the immigration should find out that she is still there, the man will be in trouble.
Exactly.
Because there's nobody that is going to give her papers.
Mm-hmm.
When you invest somebody, after 6 months, they're giving you 6 months visa. After 6 months, you have to go back. They go and renew and come back. After then, through there, you can have a resident permit. They are putting the man at risk. You go home. For example, how would she feel? I know I have a mother. My mother, I can decide to keep my mother, but I have to get the consent from my husband. Or for example, if it's my husband is providing a loan, I'm not working. Even when I get that, I'm not supposed to work. I'll be at home. The man will be spending. You know, you have to pay lots of fees in here. Then you have to be considerate. You have to consider for the man. But if you are not contributing, or you are the person that is providing in our home, you have every right to keep your mother. Of which, if the man that is paying all those things, you have to be wise. You have to send your mother back home.
Exactly.
Send her back. If for example, you have a father, your father is still alive, so you just deprive her from her wife because of enjoyment. That is not right. Let her go back. Study 1 year. Let her go back. Let the mother still come for Mugo if she will allow it. She will not allow it.
Exactly.
The man's mother to come and stay for 6 months, stopness of a year.
Exactly.
So we have to be wise. That's my take. No, it's not all women that will just deprive their husband from all those things. It's not good. It's not good at all. If only man is working in abroad, it's hell. You can't meet up, pay bills, pay council tax, this. You have to support the man. Okay, how can you be supporting your husband, supporting your mother? Your mother don't have paper to work. So how is she coping? How is she going to meet up? So that's just my take on that.
Thank you very much, madam. We really appreciate this call. Thank you, madam.
Yes.
Right. Bless you. You can hear that.
Yes.
All right. Yes. I don't know. It's a very pathetic story, which I don't know how to talk on it. It is painful because, like I said before, what you can't take, you don't encourage others to take it. You know, like me, I cannot take it. You know, yes, mother-in-law can come in. A maximum of 6 months is enough. Is enough to look after your child and go back home so that you guys can have a breathing space. But for her to say she's not going anymore at all, yes, it's somehow very, very confusing. You know, yes, like you were saying about the hospital. Yes, I watched that video. I was very, very touched as well. Tell me, how do you want that kind of a woman to be convinced to come and do something back home again next time. It's going to be difficult because the equipment in that hospital is A class. You know, A
Yes.
class, the same equipment we used over here. So that woman went
Yes.
and extra miles to bring something good to our people in Edo State, but one or two persons who were managing that hospital messed it up. So now where
Mm-hmm.
the problem stand with that. So we all have a story, like we've always said. And a lot of people still want to keep it within themselves. They don't know how to talk about it. Some of them don't even have a confidence to. They don't have the confidence to talk about it. That's the thing. But for me, I believe. Okay, there's a video I would like to play here. Let me play this video so that where a woman said that it is good to speak. Let me
Youth, I
play.
want to tell you, you know, you can think that you're the one in the problem. There's a place you will reach, you will be unable to pull yourself out again. So before you reach that pit, before you reach that bottom, please ensure that you have talked to somebody. Please ensure that you have shared with somebody. There's nothing too hard. There's nothing too hard. Bible says there is nothing new under the sun. So anything that you're going through is not new. It has happened to somebody else and it can be solved. We buried my son, but now the after effects are the worst. Because now I kept blaming myself. What didn't I do? What did I do? I tried to be as supportive as I wanted. He refused school. One day he just said, Mami sirudi hiyo shule. And that was it. I said that just to honor my son's memory, I will speak about mental health. Thank you very much.
Okay. Maybe some people might not understand that. That was a woman who lost her son that was passing through a lot, but he didn't speak about it. You know, mental health is real. A lot of people, when we have mental health issue in Nigeria, we call it people from our village, now the warriors. You know, no, because in Nigeria, we don't believe these things. Some people do, not everyone, but if you look at it statistically, a lot of people in Nigeria don't believe that things can happen naturally rather than someone is there trying to bring you down. You know, what I learned from that video is that speak out. Whatever you're passing through, speak out. Don't just keep it within yourself, hoping that one day I will overcome and make I move on. No. When you are piling it up in your heart every time, it might cause you a depression. And when depression come, and because remember that depression have a father, I have a mother, I have a grandfather, I have a grandmother. You know, don't just thinking lead to depression, right? Depression have a grandfather that they call schizophrenia. So once you
Yes.
elite schizophrenia, you are gone. You know, so you start having a mental issue. So for
Yes.
me, I advise people, this is what this show is all about. Speak out, confide on us. You can confide in us on Nigeria Watch. Anything you say to us, if the one you want us to say out to the public is what we are going to say. What you don't want us to say to the public, don't worry. Don't worry. We have a very high repeatable status that we can never and ever bring down. Confide in us, call in, let us know. Outside the show, you can send us your message, anything. I'm passing through this. I don't know what to do. My life is ruined or whatever. That is fine. Then we bring it here. People elaborate and a debate on it, then you can learn from there rather than you keeping everything to yourself. God go do it one day, God go do it one day, God go do it one day. Listen, you and I, we are not better than those that is losing their lives every day. You know, most of them lost their lives because they kept so many things silent because they don't want to talk about it. So, Blessing, up to you now to say something.
Okay. Um, that video you just shared with us, I actually learned a lot from it. Mental health is real. It's so real. And one of the reasons people don't share their stories is because people end up mocking them. You share your pains with someone in confidence, and at the end of the day, the person starts spreading it around. Oh, you know, see this person, this thing they wrong with this person, this thing is wrong with this person. So it's the reason people decide to start keeping things to themselves, which also kills them faster than that them depressed. So I will encourage everyone watching this program that no matter what you are going through, speak out. I had my own personal experience in 2018. Something happened to me that other young ladies that experienced the same thing that I did are yet to come out of it. A lot of them became very depressed. A lot of them, when you even see them on the street, I begin to wonder, is this not this person that is not like this?
Let's say, hold on 1 minute. Yeah, good evening. Where you calling from? What's your name? Please turn down your system so we can hear you. Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. Please
Yeah.
turn down your system. We can hear your system over there, sir.
Yeah. Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's better now. Go ahead. Where you calling from? What's your name, sir?
Okay. I'm Mr. Johnson. I'm calling from Spain.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I just want to contribute on this issue. I think it's still live.
Yes, we are live.
What
Yeah,
are you
people
doing
are
now?
hearing you now. Yes.
Okay. What I see about this issue, about this woman that came to do Mungo and she refused to go home,
Yeah.
is just one thing. Is the husband of this lady not still living in Nigeria?
Okay. We are not sure.
If she, okay, that is one point. If she has a husband, this woman is going to create a very good, bad, I call it a bad image for the brother, for the daughter-in-law, that the husband to the wife, to the daughter.
Yeah.
Because the husband in Nigeria will not be taking, yeah, he is the one that took my wife away from me. That's one problem there.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So on the other side, the woman, that is his wife, I don't think he loved the man very well. Because if he loved the man very well, he will not want the mother to come and destroy her marriage.
Okay.
So she had to beg her mother, take her home to Nigeria and be caring for her. Period. If she want to save her marriage.
Exactly.
I want to see that. But if she has no husband, there's nothing the brother can do.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your contribution.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Have a good evening. Right, Blessing, you can go ahead. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay. So, like I was saying, I said I had my own personal experience 2 years ago. So I was depressed for 5 months. I was ashamed. I couldn't come out because I couldn't even go to church. I was thinking of, oh, how do I face the church? Because I was like the best girl in my church before that thing happened to me. So a lot of people look up to me. And I was thinking that, oh, so many people will not start thinking that, oh, what happened to Auntie Blessing can easily happen to me. So, but do you know what? When I started speaking out, at some point I had to I was just dodging the people that I know because whenever they ask me, how did it happen? Why? I will cry and cry and cry. That crying alone was giving me sleepless nights. So I decided to start running away from people so I don't have to keep talking about it. But luckily for me, with the grace of God, because I am also a very strong person. It took me just 5 months. Like I said, it had happened to other ladies to take them years before they can get back on their feet. So
Mm-hmm.
it took me just 5 months and I was back on my feet. I wasn't just back on my feet, I was doing well again. And when I started doing the things that I was doing before now, that was when I realized what that short 5 months have cost me. It actually changed a lot of things in my life. It affected my decision making. It affects so many things that I do, even till this present moment. So I learned a lesson from that 5 months. It could have just been 1 week, it could have just been 2 weeks if I had spoken out. I didn't speak out because I was ashamed. So, but when I started speaking out, I started getting that confidence back to associate myself back in the society. So why I decided to share this story, okay, in fact, we are talking about people being bold to speak out. So I think I should even say what it is. At least it's not something that has not been heard before. So I was married in 2017. So because of the farm work that I do, I didn't really get enough time to know the man I was dating, I was courting with. We dated for 18 months. I thought I knew him. So it was all about the money. So after the marriage, I saw that he was all about the money from me. So I couldn't cope anymore because I don't really have that money just the way he thinks. So he became frustrated, he became violent. In fact, he almost killed me. And I was in that marriage, I couldn't leave because I was like the best girl in my church. So I didn't want a situation where they will say, so is Auntie Blessing that married and marriage did not last. I was inside bearing it until this man beat the hell out of my life. I was in coma for 3 weeks. So when I came out of it, that was when the marriage ended. So the marriage lasted for just 13 months, 1 month, 1 year. So after that experience, see me, Mr. Naija Watch, I no fit come outside. If I'm walking on the road, I'll be dodging. At some point, I left Benin. I went to Abuja. I will cry, 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 cry. People will be calling me. I will not pick. I will switch off my phone. A lot of things went wrong because I was depressed. I was ashamed. I wasn't really crying because I left the marriage. I was crying because of the stigma attached to it. That a Christian, an entrepreneur that preaches to young girls to be hardworking, is not married and the marriage is not working. So the stigma that comes with it was too heavy for me to bear. That was the reason I was depressed. But the moment I started speaking to people, I started speaking to women who've been married before, men who've been married before, and one thing led to another, they got divorced. I started getting my life back. So why did I share this story? It's important that you don't keep things to yourself. It can lead you to serious and the last stage of depression, of committing suicide. Because when I was going through mine, I also thought of committing suicide. But I love this life so much. So when the thought came into my mind, I had to just wave it immediately, like, no, this life too sweet for me to die. So what I'm trying to say is to encourage us that if you are going through any form of difficulty, share it with us. Share it with Naija Watch. It's going to keep all your story very. I've never shared my story online before. In fact, a lot of my followers are not even aware that I was married once upon a time.
Wow.
So I just did that to at least lead by an example. This is one of my biggest secrets that I don't talk about. People don't know that I was even married, let alone being divorced. So say out whatever that is bothering you in your mind. Let's ease it off. In fact, 2020 have been so difficult all over the world. So it's not the kind of year and time for you to buckle up things that you are going through. Share it with Naija Watch. And it's all, like you said, it's only the things that you want him to talk about that he will talk about. The ones you don't want him to talk about, he will not talk about them. So don't keep it to yourself. Please share your story. So that's
Wow.
what I have to say.
Wow, blessing. To be honest, I never knew you passed through this. Yes. Thanks very much for sharing that with us. At least people can learn that yes, nobody will not get story to talk about. This is what I
Yes.
was trying to say, that everybody have a story to talk about. Everybody, even me sitting here, everybody have a story. So when we are keeping it to ourselves, in most cases, we are hurting ourselves. Because it will be too heavy for you to carry. So it is
Yes.
better you speak out and let people know what you are passing through, because it doesn't worth it. Because once you talk about it, just move on. Don't sit in one corner and be thinking of what people will say about you or something like that. We have a call right now. Let me listen to it. Yeah, good evening. Where you calling from? What's your name? Please turn down your system over there.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening, sir. Where you calling from? What's your name,
Hello, can
sir?
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, my name is Osa Agobasime, calling from UK.
Okay, go ahead. What's your contribution today?
I'm just calling a respect from the of the guy you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say about the mother-in-law, because of why he says she's not going back, you can't blame the woman, because
when you come to a country where there's constant lights, constant everything, you know what I mean? Going back to Nigeria, maybe she haven't got a business doing in Nigeria.
Yeah.
That's one. If you got a business doing in Nigeria, my mom came here to stay with me when I got a baby, but just stay for a couple of months and go back because she got a business, you know. Maybe this woman in question, she haven't got a business, you know, and you come to a country where there's constant lights, security, everything, you know, you cannot just, people just bashing her wherever she go home and she, stuff like that, you know. But you have to still put yourself on her shoe.
On her shoes, okay.
Maybe she haven't got business in Africa, she haven't got nothing. She come to the country and the constant light, there's security and stuff like that. You know, that's why I just want to take on it.
All
so
right.
You can't blame the woman, say she's not going home.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for your contribution. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Good night. Good night. All right. Yes. My people, our brother who called in now just said that we'll have to also look the other side to know why this woman don't want to go back home. You know, so yes, I put something on the screen. I put that one there because of blessing. Yes, they said to me, a hero is someone who heals his or her own wounds and teaches others how to do it. So yes, this is true. You know, like Blessing talked about what you have previously passed through. Yes, the same way you that is watching me right now, you have a story, I have a story, but the ability, the mind, the goals to just come out and talk about it. Like a lot of you left on the comment section that when you talk about your story, others pass it on to mock you. Yes, you're right. That's why we are here. If you tell us your story, one, everybody that passed the story to us, they said, please don't mention my name. Of course, we're not going to mention your name. You know, your story could be similar to the next person's story. So there's no way people will know that we are talking about your own story. All you just need to do is send us your story on our WhatsApp, which is on the screen right now. Send it to us on our email. We're going to put that on the screen soon. Or call in and talk to us verbally. If you think that by talking would make you to be more expressive, yeah, talk to us. Then we will take note of everything that you've said. We will come here and talk about it. Or you can just come into the show and say, like our brother did the other day. He said, no, I'll show my face to talk about my story. This is what I passed through. I carry container home. I do this. Yes, everybody have a story. But you keeping it to yourself and say, I beg, I'm not saying that I don't want to talk about them. You know, you are killing another person. Have that in mind. You are killing another person is falling a victim. Because what we talk about here, some people will hear it, they'll say, no, okay, this mother-in-law of a tina. We don't say don't carry mother-in-law here. But some people will not learn from it now to know, so, okay, what about if my mother-in-law no one come on? May I create another avenue how I will sort them out? You know, like this, our last brother that just called, what he said. Also think about how you can stabilize this woman in case she thinks that she they go back home, she won't go back, they go to suffer again. You know, set market for her, do one or two things for her, we go make her, even though she go back home, she will not go back there empty-handed. So you must learn something from this show. That's just one thing you must understand, that you cannot come into this show without not learning anything. This show is to encourage you, to give you confidence, to let you know that life can move on without some people. Don't think that this person left your life has ended. No, life can go on without you. Don't need to have the person in your life to have a better life. You don't need to have the person in your life to be happy. If they don't want to stay, let them go. It is you. It is only you that is responsible for your own happiness. You cannot say me, I will be responsible for your happiness. It's not my duty to be responsible for your happiness. I might even give you £1 million today. If you cannot activate your own happiness, you still not going to be happy. You know? So for me, whatever you know that is not making you happy, get rid of it. Talk about things that you are passing through so that others can learn, so that you can be healed. Blessing, over to you.
Yes. Okay.
Before
You've said it all, because the earlier you speak out, the better for you. Because when you speak out, people will definitely give you ideas on how to come out of whatever situation that you are experiencing at the moment. But when you don't speak out, what will take you 1 year to achieve, when you speak out, it will take you just 1 month. Like I said, the 5 months that I was depressed, I still regret it today. Because if I started speaking out from day one, I don't think I would have been depressed for more than 1 month. So all the time that I was depressed, I was just killing myself for no just reason. This is me today now talking. I'm hale and healthy. So that 5 months of destroying myself was not even worth it. So it is important that you speak out. Speak out, speak all the time. So if you think your friends will mock you, your family will mock you, Nigeria Watch is here to speak to. Like he just said, he said that if you decide to call in into the program and say it yourself, because sometimes when you're talking, there's this relief that comes out of your system. So if you feel talking will help, call into the program. At least people don't know who you are. You can change your name or not even mention your name. Tell us what you're going through, and people will also call in to give you advice. We need to have each other's back. We need to encourage each other. This, in fact, anybody that people they mock person these days, I think people who are below 20 years are the ones that mock people. Because if you're above 20 years, you must have seen life. You must have seen life. Life must have dealt with you in one way or the other. You must have had one bitter experience or two. So you mocking people, I don't think people still mock people these days. So don't be shy, don't be ashamed. It's just that outside mocking, people blame. They blame too much. E no know before, e no get sense before to know say na so e wan be, na so e wan be. So it's the reason when people make mistakes or when people are going through some certain issues, they don't also speak out, because people start blaming them instead of encouraging them. But here at Naija Watch, we will not blame you. So we'll bring your issue, your story. We'll make it open to the house so that people can call in to give their own advice.
What's your name? Please turn off your system over there. Hello, good evening, sir. Go ahead. Where are you calling from?
Good evening. I'm calling from Jenny, sir.
Okay, go ahead, sir, for your contribution.
Yeah, I was the same person that called last week Friday when I tell you about my mom based on what she did to me.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
So thank you very much, sir. So what I really called to this show is that it's because of what you people are just saying now, that it's good to share your feelings to any person because of what is going wrong with maybe me or any person, you understand?
Yeah.
So I understand that sometimes it's good to share your anything that happened to a person, but sometimes it's not so good. You understand? So I remember, based on what I also said last week when I was talking to you, I remember when my issue starts, I have a friend in Austria. We live together in Nigeria, medical precisely. So we are friends together in the same street there. So he also travel out, and me, I also travel out. So from there, when we get to Europe, we were not talking to play with each other. But sometimes when something happened, I was not discussing with him about my mom, that my mom said I should come and build a house. So I was not discussing the issue with him. So he told me, he said, okay, Kingsley, don't worry. I want to go Nigeria. Just let me go there and see what your mom has done for you. I didn't say you should not build a house for your mom. Now I said, okay, no problem. So this guy really traveled back home. So when he get home, so I just tell him that he should take one of my friends close to my father's house in Medica. That guy was a very tight friend to me. We eat together, we drink together, just friends that share both of us. So this my guy in Austria, I also know this very guy. Three of us were tight friends. So I just tell him to meet up with this guy so that both of them can find solution to meet my mom. They said okay. So when I go to where my moms live, so I told them, okay, my mom, give them my document so that I can see this document, because you said because what they wrote on that document was the husband name, not my real name.
Yeah.
So I just said them, just because they said they have changed it already. So I told, because I did not believe if they really changed the name. So I told my friend to really go there and check everything if it is true that they really change it. So I told my friend, when you get there, just collect the document from them and bring it for me. I will come to Austria and collect the document from you. So my mom started shouting. My mom said that he will not give them the document, that he doesn't know these people. I was trying to drag and drag. Even my mom, younger sister, her husband, because both of them went there to buy that land. So the man was now shouting, if they really say you are a bad boy, then you want to give the land that I suffer for, the land that I always went there to clear every time. You are not telling me that you want to give to another person. I'm not tell the man that, not that I don't want to give this land to any person to build. I just want you to give them this document so that they can bring it for me. They were now shouting and cursing. They said no, they will not give them this document, that they have been suffering for this document, that they will not give anybody. Mm-hmm. So we shout for that for like 1 week. I was begging, give for those my friends this paper so that they can send this document for me. They said no. My mom, my younger ones, my mother, younger sister, husband, they were dragging. So I was trying to talk to them. They don't want to agree with me. So I now think another thing. I now say, okay, right now, since you people don't want to give this my friend this document, okay, just allow these two of my friends to see this document and see the right name that is on that paper. Because I don't believe if you really change this document, the name of that document. You understand? So I don't know if I'm disturbing.
No. Go ahead. Yes, you are good.
Okay, thank you. So as I talked to this my friend, they said, okay, my mother now decided to bring this document out. They checked everything. They saw that they really changed the document to my name. I said, okay, what I want you people to do for me now, take this my friends to that very land. Let them see the land and know what is on that land. And I want them to know how the land, where the land really, where the place that they bought the land. They said, okay, my mother want to tell me, she said they don't have money to go to the land. I said, okay, no problem. Even that my guy, he have the mobility, he have anything to take you people there. The money is not the problem. Just say the day that you people will be there, so that the guy will come back and take you people there. They said, okay. I talked to them. They said, okay, they fixed a date that they will go there. So they went there. When they got to the land, they don't even know where the land is again. Understand? So they were not looking for the land that my in-law said that he always went there every day to check. Unfortunately, the land was 3. They said because I told them to buy 200 by 200 and 100 by 100. They went to buy 150 by 100. I don't really know how to call it. Inside forest or inside bush, I don't know how to say it. The last land that is supposed to be 200 by 200, it was 100 by 100. The one that's supposed to be 100 by 100, it was 150 by 100. I don't really know, very small. And the one that I told them to buy 200 by 200, it was 100 by 100. And another person entirely already built house inside the land.
Okay.
Then we begin to drag. I was not shouting. My friend now called me, that the one in Nostra was saying, look at, I told you to wait, my friend. Look at your mom. They don't even know. He told me, say, if you see your mom, he's so beautiful. He's better than you that live in Europe. I was shouting. I don't know what to do because my mother was the one that forced me to buy that land. I don't want her to buy that land. I just say anytime I come to Nigeria, I will just buy a land. I'll start it anywhere the money, anywhere maybe meter level or anywhere. I will just build it and go back. I was not dragging.
what am I going to do now? Then this my friend that live close to my father's house, because of what my mom and my mother's family did to me, I just look at this my friend, say he's a best friend to me that we were living together before I travel out of that country. I just say, okay, now, just because the way I discuss with this my friend, that, okay, what am I going to do? Just follow them to go and look my woman's land so that they can also build, they can know what they will do to start that land again. They went there and checked my woman's land. They see everything. They also send a video clips to me that the needed level. I said, okay, what am I going to do now? He said, it's money. How much? He said, no, he did not ask me how much. I just we just send the guy the real money that was with us, about 3,000 something. We send that money to this very guy because I trust him. We were together when I was in Nigeria. I said, okay, start the house. Because of that money I sent to this guy, and I was the one that introduced you to my woman. Now, this guy was not calling me again. He was calling my woman. He was not even trying to remove my woman away from me with juju, with jazz, with evil thing. He was trying to do so many things. I was lucky because sometimes some women, they are very good. Because I will test this, I will say this thing today. If you marry a woman and you travel out and you leave that woman for 1 month and you did not, and you are afraid that I leave my woman at home, I don't know what she will be doing now. It is better not to marry that kind of woman. So I was not afraid that whatever thing that guy was trying to do, I was just looking at him. But one day I call him, don't call my woman again. If you need anything, call me. I will give you. Not calling my woman. You want to take my woman away from me. I was trying to talk to this guy. This guy don't want to hear. I told him, don't call my woman. He said, no, I will talk to him. I will discuss with him. He was trying to take my woman away from job because he see 3,000 euro. He said he will use jazz. He wanted to reclaim my woman and make sure that he was telling my woman a bad thing about me. What I have never
All right,
done in my life.
my brother. The situation here is that anyway, we are going to talk on this matter now concerning, you know, what you just talked about. You know, let me give opportunity for our sister here, Blessing, to talk about it. Okay, thank you very much, so much. We appreciate you for being expressive. Okay. All right. Yes, that is the same brother that the mama. He still complain about the same mama again. The mama though they cause pain for so long since he died abroad, and that same mama matter never still come up for grant. You know, a lot of, if we give that our brother time just now to really talk about what he has passed through, trust me, he's going to talk to the next morning. Because the way the guy talk, you can hear that the guy is passing through a lot of pains. You know, his mama don't do his own best friend doesn't do his own. Three people they don't stab this guy from back or front. You know, he mama we carry for 9 months, don't hurt him. His best friend don't hurt him. Woman when still call your own wife. Because for me, that woman, if she's responsible enough, she don't supposed to have anything to do with your husband's friend. So yes, you see, so people like this need God to console them because it's not easy. Yeah, this is what this show is all about, my people. Yeah, talk about your story. Like we said before, like our sister Blessing was saying before the interruption. If you cannot call into the show, if you cannot come into the show, please send your message to us. Whatever you say to us, we are going to ask you as a final question before hanging up the phone. What do you want us to tell the public? So what you assigned us to say is what we say. You know, your name cannot be mentioned, the city where you live cannot be mentioned, except you want us to talk about all these things. So yes, the show, we are going to end this right now. Today, more and not forget, say the matter for today, for some of now, we just join us. Now, mother-in-law, where they carry come abroad, may come look after baby. Now I say, you know what, go ask the girl. We have one person calling into the show right now before we hang up, end the show. Good evening, sir. Where you calling from? What's your name? Please turn down your system over there.
My name is Osaigi Humphrey. I'm calling from Madrid, Spain.
Oh, thank you, sir. Yes, we've talked to you before.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Yeah, the word is here is that about this family frustration back home. I'm a victim of that circumstances.
Wow.
I'm a victim of that circumstances. So I just want to have a brief of it because I remember over 2 decades ago, I bought a land in Lucky Way. That time they call it second GRA in almost 1 million naira. Oh, my car in Nigeria now for more than 2 decades rotting, Carina 2, if you can recall. And so many other things. So we in diaspora, we are victims of these people in Nigeria. We pray that God in heaven should confront us.
Exactly.
And I want to salute you, Comrade Niger Watch.
Thank you, sir.
From today henceforth, you'll be called Comrade Niger Watch.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. And then Comrade Blessing, I will still with you, and I salute her.
Yes,
I'm a big fan of her from Madrid, Spain. My wife, my kids, we are a big family of her, and you too.
Thank you, sir.
So, because we just be watching. So, because that man that just called, that all those things happen is a big disappointment, frustration from back home in Nigeria. So, thank God that you brought this program to educate people. People will say their experience.
Thank you, sir.
So that people will have their experience, they will know how to buckle up, because most people we cannot walk to 65 years. I'm 58 years, just passed to September. So I'm working towards my pension, my jubilation in Spain. Yeah. So when people are working, they are not seeing the dividend. It's very painful. So people back home, they are very disgusting. So thank God that you, Comrade Niger Watch, and Comrade Blessing PRO, you are bringing up this program. People like Able Stone, Comrade Kelly Okunbo, Able Stone is coming up. People like Apostle Alfred, they are putting their foot soldier in Nigeria.
Yeah.
People like Osakuno Holding, Osakuno Holding, they are foot soldier. People like the Comrade Lokyo Rukbe, they are foot soldier. People like Majoki, they are foot soldier. So that they can fight for people. Because people in diaspora, thank God you're in diaspora. I know you are a bona fide diaspora.
Yeah.
No Comrade Blessing, bona fide diaspora. So we are calling on all these people, these bullshit people, these Unamieda people, not to begin to people that just collect your money, family, friend. So then collect money. When you go to your family, then we suck you. You go to friends, then we suck you. You go to religious leaders, then we suck you, then we dismalize you, then we tell you they are helping you. So we just pray that God in heaven, because we are Catholic, and then we continue to believe, because that young man, when I was watching the way he speak, he bleed in his heart, and I was bleeding.
Exactly.
I bleed in my heart. I bleed in my heart. I bleed in my heart, because for a young man running, walking back to back, I walked 12 hours in Spain, Madrid. I work 12 hours. I work in construction inside the coal. 12 hours. I wake up 4 o'clock. I leave home quarter after 5 in the morning. I come back around 11:30. The next day I move on. So sometimes Monday to Sunday, so unless few days, I will have time to go to church. So when people in Nigeria, they don't appreciate we in diaspora, it's very disgusting. It's very devilish, because all these things are hatred. People in Nigeria, they hate people in diaspora. Out of hatred become a witchcraftism. So all these things are witchcraftism. You don't need to say it. From family, friends to religious body, whatever people, then they scam you, then put you. There are good people. There are good people. There are good people. Whether it's a Christian or not Christian, they are good people. Even Jesus said it. Jesus said it, because it's just something. We should know the truth, and it's only the truth that shall set you free.
Thank you very much, sir.
These days.
Thank you very much, sir, for your contribution.
So God will be with you.
Amen.
And we promote your program, and we continue to support your program where in any form where God will lead us, and God will bless Yago.
Amen.
Bless Yago. God will bless her. God will grant all her heart desire.
Amen.
Any man that want to go against her, whatever Simon want to do on family side, mother family side, for her colleague, wherever she walk, because she have a good heart, he go her. God will and God will bless you, comrade Niger Watch and comrade.
Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate this. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate this. Thank you. All right. Have a good evening. Bye. Right. Blessing, you have 2 minutes to address this so that we can move on, and that's it. We are done for today. I think can you hear me now? Okay.
Please, I have something to say. Yes, I have something to say quickly.
Go ahead.
Okay, what I have to say is that he said those people in Nigeria, they don't like those in abroad. I want to actually correct that notion. It's not like they don't like those living in abroad. They feel that you guys are picking money on the streets.
Okay.
We have a lot of people at home here that are even richer than most of you guys abroad. But when we hear the word now abroad, they stay. We think that you guys just make this money so easily. If not for social media, that we started hearing stories, we watch videos, that we got to know that life is not really easy abroad. You have to work for every penny you earn, except for those that are doing illegal businesses that can make money. We used to think back home here that you guys just pluck money from the tree. So that is where the problem is. So when somebody is trying to dupe you of your hard-earned money, they feel that you have a stream where that money is coming out from, that no matter what they take out of it, it will never run dry. So it's not like they hate you. They just feel you are making so much money, so they need to dupe you. Because why don't we dupe ourselves here in Nigeria? It's not like we don't dupe ourselves here, but it is not as rampant as it is in abroad. It's almost very rare for anybody abroad to embark on a project back home here in Nigeria without having issues with people lying with prices, people lying with labor and all that. So that's my contribution, Mr. Niger Watch.
All right, thank you, Blessing. I appreciate that. Yes, I understand what the man was trying to say, because if you see a lot of things that have happened to people that live in diaspora, sometimes when you hear story, you think that nobody likes us. It's just the truth. Because because most people in Nigeria, they do some things to you. They don't have a sympathetic feelings at all. They don't
Conscience.
care. They don't have conscience. They don't care what you're going to pass through. They just do it and say it, attach it with go to hell and burn to ashes. You know, that's how they treat us. So that man there have a story to talk about. That's why I think that people in Nigeria doesn't like us. Yes, sometimes I will believe him, but just that I will not generalize. That is everyone. I also believe what you said. You are right, because a lot of people in Nigeria believe that people who lives abroad pick money from the floor or pluck it from the tree. You know, but it's not like that. You know, when you are doing business in Nigeria with people that live in Nigeria, the first thing immediately they know that you're from abroad, the way you dress and everything, something that's supposed to be sold. For example, this thing is 1,000 naira. The next thing they are going to say, because you are from abroad, they are going to say, "Oga, na 10,000 naira." So these things, even your own brother, you send your brother from a Kenwa Road to Ring Road, is going to let you know that he doesn't have fuel for a car. Say, buy me fuel before I'll go to Ring Road. We understand these things. This is why we are here. This is why we said, okay, we should start talking about our story so that everybody will be learning, because we still have love of us here in diaspora that is not being hot yet. We don't want them to be hot. But hearing people's story here and there, we make you to be more conscious in what you want with what you want to do with the family or anybody back home. If not, if you don't talk about your story, you cannot help others. That's just the basic fact of this show. We are going to end the show right now. Thank you, everybody that's been here with us from beginning to the end. We have a consecrated fans, followers here that is always here whenever we're on live. We know them. Very soon, we're going to be doing a giveaway for you people as well, because you guys have been so encouraging. We love you all so much from our heart. Thank you very much. And Blessing, thank you very much for your time with us today. We are here together. We are doing this together. I give you 20 seconds to address your followers so that we can end the show.
Thank you very much for following us. So join us next week, Friday by 7:30. Though, Mr. Naija Watch, we have to review it if we can do it twice a week. So till that time, see you guys. Bye.
All right. Take care, Blessing. Talk to you later.
Bye.
All right, my people. Yes, that's the end of the show for today. We've done our best. You know, we come here to talk to you, to encourage you. We don't know it all as well. We are not perfect. You know, we just say what we think that can be of help, you know, to anybody. You know, that's why we are doing this show every Friday, 7:30 p.m. So yes, we're already considering turning it to twice a week, because a lot of people were complaining last week as well that no, one, the show was too short. Today we make it longer. And why others were saying that no, a week, 7 days is just too far. People will forget what they wanted to say. So yes, we only just started. We are going to reduce it by making it twice a week. But we are considering that when we are going to fix the other one, maybe we don't know yet. But at the moment, we still have the Friday, 7:30 p.m. You know, is there. You know, talk to us. Send us your email. Send us email on our email. There is on the screen. Tell us your story. If you're not bold enough or confident enough to come into the show, or you can call us, tell us directly verbally, or you can send a message to our WhatsApp. You know, our WhatsApp number is everywhere. You know, if you watch any of our video, you see our WhatsApp number on the screen. If you rewind this video, you'll find it there. You know, let us know so that we all can work together to help ourselves. Nobody's perfect. We all are passing through one or two things. We all have a story to talk about. If we don't talk about it, trust me, we forbid depression. When depression comes into your body, sometimes they don't want to go. You remember that depression is the like body way they beautiful way. Once they don't enter inside, they just relax for inside there, they don't want to go back again. Like the way Mother Elo don't want to go back to Nigeria again. So when I do well, we appreciate every one of you. We're gonna say have a good evening.